Welcome to Story Ideas on the Fly, where we pick a random prompt out of a hat and try to develop it into a story idea. The hero of prophecy is destined to save the land, except he's 10 and his mom won't let him do anything that's dangerous.
All right.
Okay,
Okay.
10.
So urban fantasy?
Yeah, urban fantasy.
No, you could do traditional fantasy.
Traditional fantasy, but urban fantasy has the advantage that mom has, legal, I guess, more legal ability to make him stay home, or can take his, taking his Xbox.
You can
is
do that
probably
in
not-
traditional fantasy
Yeah,
too.
you can do that.
Fair enough.
So
I just
he's a
pictured
hero
more
of
likely that someone would
I do
kidnap
too.
him and take him out to,
Okay, so
It does seem like it would make a good
one
urban
question
fantasy
is,
to me.
why is he the hero of prophecy of all people?
Yeah, why is a 10-year-old the hero of prophecy, and what does he prophesy to do?
His father was a gold dragon.
I think
That could be fun.
okay.
What were you saying?
Something totally different. Let's okay. So his father's a golden dragon. I was about to say maybe we need to pull in some kind of, fey world attached to this one.
You don't need a
It's
fancy
all
cachet.
But you got a lot, don't you?
Well,
It's okay.
Feywild doesn't have to be
books,
attached to
No, but
a different world
you
in
do
order
bring those
to.
up a lot, which is fine.
Well, it's a way to pull magic into our world, and you're going
This
to
doesn't
someone
need
of
to be our
prophecy.
world.
So what's
But
a prophecy? How is he a hero of prophecy? We don't get a lot of heroes of prophecy in our world, but
it doesn't have to. Urban
It doesn't
fantasy
have
doesn't
to
have
be
to be
our
our
world.
world. It
It
can be
does- yes.
a world
Okay.
that's
Urban
magical.
fantasy usually implies it is vaguely related to our world. It doesn't mean that it's anything like our world.
okay.
Chainsaw Man's
Alright.
an urban fantasy, and demons have existed with humanity for the past
Okay,
millennia.
okay.
All right.
Okay, the hero
Okay.
of
So how do we
prophecy.
get?
So what
The-
kind of
well-
world is this?
Urban fantasy, the main thing about it is that magic exists, but also our current
hidden
level of
in this
technology
world, yeah.
exists.
Right.
And I don't think magic is a secret in this world. I think
Right.
No,
there's
definitely
okay.
not. If he spoke
So-
prophecy, it is widely known.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is
So
something
fantasy or urban fantasy-ish.
that
Some kind of fantasy. Okay.
yeah.
What is the prophecy? I like having like a bloodline thing where maybe like either who his father was, but in that case, why wouldn't his father be the hero of prophecy? No, maybe it also has to do with
His father may not still be alive.
Okay.
Well, that
What
could
if
be something
Stars
where his father
align.
actually was a big hero and he died.
Yeah.
And so his mom's like, no, you're not doing anything dangerous. And people
So
are like,
the
but
great-
he's the child of prophecy.
Yeah,
Somebody else do
the
it, not my
evil
son.
demon king Draco Lich of the North came in and fought with
Let's go
the
with an Avatar situation.
Okay, let her
and
finish.
fought with the gold dragon of the great hero Gold Dragon, and he did defeat the bad guy, but he died in the process. So now his mom's like, this is all I have. This this is all, my little baby's all that I have left of our family, and I'm not letting anyone hurt him.
Okay.
If we go with an Avatar situation with that, we could actually end up saying the reason that everyone is going, no, this kid has to be the one, is because his father actually gained his power from some kind of spiritual being that connected with his bloodline. And so he died, and so it went to the next person who had the strongest bloodline, which was his son.
You
And
could do
now
that.
I like that idea. I like it.
You
Okay.
could do a special, spiritual
Now,
blessing kind of Avatar
What is
style.
he prophesied to do?
Save. Wait. Let me double check the prompt to see if it says anything specific. Is destined to save the land. So what's he destined to save the land from? So I have 2 or 3 ideas.
Okay, go for him, because I don't have
First
any.
off, big bad evil guy.
Okay.
You have some kind of.
BBEG
You have the Lich
is
King.
always good.
Yeah, the Lich King has returned and his undead armies are scouring the land.
Okay.
That one's a nice, good default one if you ever
Yes.
don't have any other ideas. Second idea, some kind of magical blight. Like a plague or like land itself is dying type thing.
Okay.
And then I kind of have the stars of a third one, but not really. But some kind of, how do you describe it? just like it's a curse, but not in like the spreading along, but like in a like a cataclysm. That's the best way to put it.
Okay.
But it's not. It's currently happening, but it's also not like spreading or something. It's more like the
Okay.
signs are coming on.
What if whatever this thing or people that killed his father, yes, he defeated them, but they or their aunts, their descendants or something are going to come back.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yes, he
Yeah.
he drove them back. He drove them out of the land. He won. They can't come back for 10 years or something, but 10 years later, they're coming.
Yeah.
And so
You could do that.
it could be the same threat. And this can make it kind of a very personal thing because this same
Yeah, because
threat
they're
is
coming
coming
for
back.
that kid.
And they're going to come. And now he's going to have to, not only does he want to push them back like his father did, he wants to survive it and he wants to end it once and for all.
Yeah.
Because, maybe his father died, fighting the same bad type of whoever these people are coming in. His grandfather died. This is something that's gone down generations, and
which is one of the reasons why his mom is so overly protective.
Right, very few people in his family, men with this, have died of old age, and
Okay.
so
So if you go something like that, honestly, I think you should go with the idea that this is actually a second one of these two spirits that actually sees humanity as a blight upon the world, and so he's been choosing vessels to destroy all of humanity, and this spirit sees humanity as the children of God or something like that, and so these two spirits have been fighting for generations.
Yeah.
Okay, so now what's gonna
I
happen?
like the idea of his side controlling basically healing and light magic, and having the villains be a lich and an undead army.
Okay.
So
Neat.
what's going to happen?
Lich King is always a
in
good villain.
this Is that it takes so long to build up whatever enemy he's
Undead
sending.
army.
But it takes
Yeah.
so long to build this up, and so they'll send. He's the what'd you call him? You BBEG. What'd you call him?
I just called him the evil spirit.
Okay, so this evil spirit, he is. It takes him about 10 years to launch waves of this, and so yes,
Why
they've
would it
been.
have to be 10 years?
I don't know how long. If you're going to grow up some huge beast monster or something,
Undead. If you're going with an undead army,
I wasn't going with an
then
undead army.
that would be find a couple of good grave sites.
No.
I'm
Here's the
not
thing:
just a
the
matter
kid has
of
to be
growing
10 years old. But how long ago was the previous fight? Is the good question.
We don't
when
know
did
for
his
sure
father
it was
die?
that long ago. Yeah, it could have
Yo,
been.
honestly, I'm thinking his father died like 2 years ago max.
See,
I was
That's
thinking
possible.
4 or 5.
Well, I'm thinking though, if you had something where your bad guy, he has to grow up this beast, grow up this darkness that he's attacking them with, and it takes time.
Yeah.
To really, because
It can take time to build up your big bad evil
if you
creature
want
or
to
your monster
Your army.
or your
big
army,
monsters, they got to grow up, because when you send the big bad monster, when he's this big hatched out of the egg, he's not so big and bad.
Fair enough.
If you are using actual monsters in the fight, then
They
yeah,
need
this
time
has
to
to be a
grow up.
Ants.
no, this has to be a BBEG is what I'm saying.
Right.
Because the other thing is, if this is a dark spirit doing it, then it could be the blight option too, where instead of an army of physical monsters progressing through, it's just he's cursing the land.
Well, you could have had, so if you wanted to go that route, you could have had the bad guy, as he was dying, basically put a curse that was going to come all the way to fruition in 10 years and be totally cataclysmic, but it was going to take some time to build
Well,
up.
it would take time to spread.
Yeah.
Because
makes sense.
if it's far on one side of the continent, and then it's been slowly encroaching, it could take a few 4, 5, 6 years to get all the way to the.
So having an actual bad guy to fight in the end is kind of nice.
Yeah, because you can't, put a javelin through the chest of a plague. It just doesn't work.
It's not quite as satisfying
we
in the
found
end.
Cure, wonderful. Yes, everyone saved J-Row. We found.
I wasn't thinking like a disease. I was thinking like a blight. Like in Sleeping Beauty, when Maleficent just curses the entire kingdom, and thorny vines grow up everywhere, and the entire kingdom goes from bright and sunny to instantly dark
I'm
and...
not saying don't do that, but I'm saying that's a secondary villain. That's a secondary villain, because otherwise your big bad thing at the end is going, hey, we got
Right,
this
he's not
spray. We got this spray that kills the
No, you
thing.
obviously you have to get to the heart of the entire of the heart of the blight, and then you have
You have
to...
someone
Yes,
to be
to
in
get to
it,
the heart of the
yes.
blight, that means we have a BBEG behind it. So I'm saying
Yes,
that's a
but you
secondary
could
villain.
You don't necessarily need a BBEG. It could be you have to perform a magic ritual of light magic to purify it.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
But getting to fight something is kind of nice.
I like the
so I do
BBEG
like fighting
personally.
someone, but you can. I do also like though, because it says he'll save the land. I do like kind of combining these and having a little of both, where the land has a curse on it that's going to,
Yes.
that's going to cause this terrible
And
cataclysm.
it has vines growing all over. They found kudzu.
Pretty much. But yeah, evil well, okay, that kind of goes without saying.
Evil
Sorry.
kudzu, yeah.
All right.
All
but
kudzu is evil, but
yes.
I wasn't
Kudzu.
thinking specifically vines. I was just using that
No,
as an
but
example.
saying
That's what I
this,
do in...
this curse, this blight that's coming. Yes, I do like that though, to have both.
Honestly,
Yeah,
Let's
I
see
like
the
both
big
too.
bad
I
guy.
like the idea of of having it be a lich king who's with an army of undead, but as he progresses, the land itself starts to die,
Yes.
and everything on the
Nice.
land.
Then they can save the land.
He could actually be the same Lich King who killed, who was defeated by the
Well,
kid's
here's
father,
the thing: when you're an
because
undead, it's
liches
kind
can
of hard
come
to
back
kill an
over and over.
undead.
But it also takes but it would take him time to get back.
yeah, he wouldn't be able to
You
just.
and I've been killed as an undead.
Oh, no,
I instantly
I've been
defeated. I'm
finished.
instantly gonna pop back up.
Yeah.
No, it's like, dang it!
No,
I liked that
finished.
body.
Right.
Where's the new one?
All right,
Gotta
back
start
to
over.
yeah. No, it would take some time.
Dang
So-
it! You defeated my entire army. Do you know how expensive an army of skeletons
but
is?
in this one, I think this boy, and he's 10 years old. You could go sometime in this book. He doesn't have to fight the BBEG at 10.
Well, that's why I was going with an option to not have a BBEG, because this is not a combat heavy book.
No, but I'm
this
saying
kid's
you
going to
could
avoid combat.
also-
You're never going to. This kid himself will be in combat maybe twice throughout the whole book if you're doing it
yes.
right.
Well, you can also get a party with him.
Yeah, I was about to say
And
I'd like
he's
to
got
see
something very
companions.
significant to do, but that doesn't mean that he doesn't have some strong guys with him.
Yeah, but this
Yeah.
kid is not fighting a Lich King. is
Yes,
the
but
point.
another thing you can do
Yeah.
is this could have
No,
something.
he's providing the magic support while the big.
Yeah, he
Okay.
gets to the center and then casts the magic spell that purifies everything.
Okay, you could spend some time in this book though, starting him at 10 and his mom going, "No, you're not." But I need to start training. No, you're not. And kind of
Yeah.
seeing this him, doing some growing up, knowing I'm going into this. I am the child of
Yeah.
prophecy, and my mom won't even let me train. And how am I supposed to succeed if I don't even practice? I should be doing this
I
every
need
day.
to work out.
No,
okay,
honestly-
but no heavy weights.
Yeah.
I think actually having the mother be the main character would be interesting.
That could be interesting.
Oh.
It's because here's the thing: if the world
I was
was in
thinking that
danger,
relationship between mother and
yeah,
son could
here's
be
the thing:
very
the world is
interesting.
in danger. Everything's dying, and her son is literally the only person who can save the world.
Mhm.
But
But he's also her only
she
son.
understands that yes, this kid has to save the world, but he's also her son. So what's going to happen? She's going to go all mama bear on everything.
Yes, she is.
She is going to have spent the last 10 years, or however long it was since her father died, training non-stop,
Protecting him.
finding allies who were strong and working so that he could get to the center of everything without having to fight.
Oh,
Is that
that is
so?
interesting.
That makes so much more sense.
And now your love story, obviously we're not giving the 10-year-old boy a love story because he probably still thinks girls have cooties.
Probably.
But you now your love story is actually this is a widowed mom. In her recruiting and helping and trying to help her, she can find someone that's really into this and really cares
And
for
kind
the
of
boy,
becomes
really
the
helps
father
her,
figure
and,
to
right,
the
becomes
boy,
the
and
father
she goes,
figure, and-
"Hey, okay, I can, I've lost something, but I can
I was
still."
thinking you just have the relationship between the mother and the son.
Well, that's a
That's
good
a really sweet
relationship
relationship
too. Yes.
too.
Yes.
Well, I think
like
these
this.
companions could be really
Well,
fun
here's
to
the
play
thing:
with.
the kid's going to get an adopted father by the end of it.
True.
It's just like There are going to be several cool guys in this party helping them get through these dangers.
Uh-huh.
And unless all of
No
them are
matter how you
hard, and there's
slice it,
probably going to
you're-
be one of them who plays with the child a bunch and stuff.
Yes.
You may have a few.
Oh, yeah,
and
that
not
might
have
be
a
playing
few.
with
so
the
much
little kids.
That idea is so much better to have the mother or
Yeah,
like
I
that.
like
Because
that.
that way, instead of the mother just being an an unbearable old terrible person who doesn't realize, hey, the world literally
and a
depends on
mom.
this.
No,
She
yes,
is
go
an
on.
actual reasonable human being who's going, no, this is scary.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want to do
And
everything
no.
in my
The thing
power
is,
to
I
make
didn't
this
mention it
safer.
before because I thought everyone assumed the exact same scenario.
Well, and this is
That was literally my first thought when I heard this.
Actually, this is something I think a lot of the guys would like. You know, here's this widowed mother, instead of going, I'm such a victim, I'm not going to do anything, going, okay, my son is going to do this. I'm going, he's
But he's
destined
10.
for whatever. I am
He's
going to
10,
have to
so I'm
step
gonna make
up.
sure that
I'm
this
going to
happens
do.
and this
I'm
happens
going
so
to.
that nothing.
And that she doesn't have to be brassy and rude and things like they do sometimes, trying to make women strong. That's not strong women.
And the thing is,
But she can just be the strong woman who this has to do. I'm going to do it, and
Yeah.
I know I am not physically
And the
strong,
boy
so I'm
is
going to
and
Because,
try to
yeah,
little
also,
boy is
thinking,
as a
okay, I've
piece of
got to
fantasy.
fight.
yeah,
Also,
also.
well, she could have magic. She could be very strong.
She
So,
could
well,
have
Mom,
magic, yes.
the other
But
thing
she
is,
has
it
magic.
doesn't say she won't let him train or anything. It just says she won't let him do anything that's dangerous.
Well, and he could be thinking,
Oh,
I'm the
true.
child of prophecy.
I'm the child
so
of prophecy.
I've
I
gotta
can fight
do
these things. And it's like,
push-ups and
no,
swing
that's
a
that's a
sword and-
monster. No, that is an undead bear coming at you. You can't fight that. You're 10.
And you're the cleric.
So she
Yes.
could help him train, but
But
just
help him learn
yes,
the
but
right kind of
be
training. 'cause he's-
responsible.
Yeah, and I could
Oh, this
imagine
could be
he's
cute.
10. He might think he's invincible.
Oh, this is getting
Yes.
good.
Well, and he would think in his head, child of prophecy, I've got to be like my dad and, wrestle the Lich King with my bare hands or with my bare claws and, or swing the mighty sword. And yeah, and then she's
And
like,
his
no, at
mother's
the end,
like,
you're going to come in
no,
and
you
do
aren't
your...
going to be the paladin, you're going to be the cleric.
You're going to come in, protect everyone with your support magic, and then when we say go, you're going to run like mad, shut down the curse at the core, and nobody's going to hurt you,
and
or
that
I'm going to
should-
kill them.
That shutting down that magic is done with light magic, not with a sword. It's your
Don't
light
apologize
magic.
to that girl down the street that you upset, because that we... She
Right.
can actually be a very bossy mom when,
I love that concept.
because
Yeah.
if
Go
light
apologize.
magic is based on virtue, she could be very strict with him and trying to make sure, no, you're gonna go apologize. Oh, you took this thing from the store. Well, we're gonna march back there and and take care of this because you don't get to do that, Buster. And she's gonna be very strict with him, and he's gonna think, oh, she's just such a stickler and
Overprotective, yeah.
yeah, but she's really helping him. She's really making him strong enough. She's trying to build his light so that he can defeat.
And this is one of the big things they realize as these two growing together, him realizing, no, everything my mom's been doing was actually to help me because she loves me, not because she wants to control me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it sounds good.
That sounds
Yeah.
really
All right.
sweet.
I think this
Who could
sounds...
write this?
Could
I
I
think I
write this
could,
one?
but-
I think I could.
You're like, yeah, but it
I'm
might
like-
be
Children are
hard.
hard.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
this
so
would be,
many feels, right?
This would be,
I don't know.
it would be a hard one to write, I think.
I think it would,
I-
but
I
think it's
could
fun.
write it, I think.
I think it would make a
I was gonna say
really fun
I
story.
could write it. It would be hard for me. I could do it. I think it's more up y'all's
That would be
alley.
fun.
Yeah. But anyway,
you
sounds
coordinate.
interesting. Yeah.
You do the magic part.
You
I'll
know,
do the
if we
relationship
could just
stuff.
write these things as fast as we could,
Come up with the
come
idea.
up with
The
story
ideas,
ideas
what
on the
he said.
fly.
Oh,
It'd be like-
yeah. It's just... that would just... We only have to write a story every day.
That'd be awesome.
So I have written
Or
a
maybe
novel
one
in
of
a
you
week.
want to write it.
I
Okay,
wrote a novel
Your
in 8 days.
fastest is a novel in... What was it? 8
No,
days?
Well,
7?
a novel in 8 days, but I also did the 4 novels in 3 weeks. So that
No,
actually,
it was
I
3
mean, 3
novels in
novels
4
in 4
weeks.
weeks, which was pretty dang fast.
Yeah. Okay, so at that point, we're only like 12 times slower than Sorry,
But
Ideas
you
on the
have
Fly.
to neglect everything in life. So I don't recommend it. Okay.
Yeah, we kind of do like food and clean
Hey.
clothes and dishes and stuff.
Y'all can all cook and clean and things. All right.
Yeah,
Well,
fun.
Every single one of us.
So what would you like to see in this
If we
story?
all get obsessed, hey, maybe we lose weight. All right. Tell us what you think. Put your comments in the comment section and give us prompts for our hat, and we'll see you next time.